doom.
Welcome to 7 Dooms for Sandpoint, Chapter 4, Footprints on the Roof, Episode 42. Jaelin, proprietor of Mvashti's place, is dead. Thankfully, the only person killed by the Sandpoint Devil, though it made an effort to take out quite a few of you. Appearing on the roof of the Rusty Dragon, dropping down to the ground and charging at Icselo, trampling. Icselo barely managing to avoid its flaming hooves before turning, standing upright on its hind legs and walking towards the crowd gathered outside Mvashti's place, where until moments before, the supposedly murdered body of Shada Telcorvo was being carried out of the flop house by some of the guards.
Listen, Flophouse is a little harsh. Jolin is dead. She's not here to defend herself.
Several people were caught in the fires, breathed out. The corrupting fires, breathed out by the Sandpoint Devil. Jaelin taking the full brunt. A couple of the guards, including Icselo's good friend Sil Ember, were burned with this cursed flame that, despite any healing applied to them, their skin still appeared to be black and charred, almost glowing underneath, and they felt as if they were burning alive continuously. And it took several minutes until the young messenger Harry could retrieve Father Xantus, who had a couple of cleansing spells on scrolls in his satchel, and was able to heal them, at least of their physical wounds. Those injured in the body of Jaelin were taken away on a wagon to the cathedral. The rest of you were gathering up, running. There was much running around town, trying to figure out where everybody was, because at this point, Natalin, dang it, Velynia, well, you were hiding in Natalin's room.
I was.
But you had gone into hiding, fearful that you would be pegged with the murder of Shada. And you were not discovered until Natalin came back to get her gear, because I knew when I said it.
I saw that coming a fucking mile away. So predictable.
For some reason, I thought Cari was the one that was going to say something. Forgetting,
how dare you?
Forgetting that Vaya's up there, just blending into the dark background. Anyway, the party was fearful that the Sandpoint Devil had taken Velynia, and they were immediately ready to go charging into the pit to retrieve her. However, it was discovered.
The cultists had taken me, I think.
Well, regardless,
which served the sorry.
Regardless, they found out that you were not taken, and everybody has gathered. It is now roughly, I believe. It's so weird how these two games align so often. Because I was just thinking, it's like almost 3 a.m. in Paradise, and it's probably not much after that, or much before that here in Sandpoint. I think we're maybe a couple hours in, so it's probably around 1 a.m. here. By the time everybody finishes all their running around and everything, regardless, it is the wee hours of the morning, depending on your perspective, I guess. And you have all gathered, realizing that Velynia is not taken.
Hello.
Perhaps because of the stress of the events and the shock of everything that happened, and then the immediate relief at finding Velynia doing well, Natalin has retired to her room, feeling very ill.
All of a sudden, damnedest thing.
But what are the rest of you doing? What's the plan?
Well, everyone, I thank you for all coming here, I guess.
One last thing. It was determined that in the confusion of everything that happened, Shada, who had awoken, had gotten away. She slipped into the shadows, and nobody knows where she is.
Good. Let her tell them what she saw here. So I would that was funny, bro. I would just kind of like look around and be like, well, everyone, thank you again for all coming here, I suppose. I need a new place to live. And I kind of like look around and I'm like, I don't particularly want to stay here and put Natalin at risk.
I'm sure the cathedral would have a spare room somewhere. If it's
and I kind of like,
temporary.
Lumi, you see Velynia look over at you, kind of hoping, like you see for just a second she was hoping maybe you would offer or mention this, because maybe that is kind of a like the sanctuary of like a church is kind of, it'd be a safe place for her to hide out, to live for the time being. And I would look and be like, do you think your father would be okay with that?
My father's not a cruel man. He's caring. He'll understand.
Well, I mean, I think if he's not cruel and he is caring, he might have a hard time housing somebody like me, wouldn't you say? Of ill repute. Or maybe not. I don't know him very well, I suppose. You know him better. Could you perhaps talk to him? I don't want to seem like I'm imposing.
Yeah, I could give him a little talk-see about it.
I don't think Natalin will mind if I bunk here tonight. And then perhaps in the morning? Would that be alright?
Mm-hmm.
And Velynia kind of like paws at this like freshly stitched wound one more time, and it's just like, speaking of in the morning, I know for you all it's been a very trying day. For me too. Shall we reconvene in the morning? God damn you, Tamiko.
Yeah, first thing in the morning, I was hoping to already be set out from Sandpoint by now, but first thing in the morning will do, I guess.
And considering that this may have been the Sandpoint devil, obviously Velynia is not privy to any of the conversations and Lumi's fervor in the last half hour or so. But at the same time, she knows what this means to Lumi, and probably even knows how eager Lumi probably is to get after this thing. So she appreciates Lumi's temperance in this situation and just kind of like nods and just says, "Thank you."
I will say, I will interject that Lumi, you would know, being a ward or child of the cathedral, that there are several rooms. You have the main chapels that make up the cathedral for the different gods, but there's a couple of annex buildings that contain libraries, Xanthus's offices, your chambers, acolyte chambers. There's
a nunnery.
There's an infirmary, and there are additional rooms that are used often for like when people, representatives of the church are traveling, and from time to time that Xanthus has put up transients, put people that have been recently released from jail.
And Xanthus has guests over.
What was her name? What was his old flame?
Oh, Alondra?
Which
Alondra?
one? Which one?
Yeah, which one?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Odrani was the elf.
Is that forbade by the church? Can he not?
We're right. Does Zaddy have
This
to
is not.
celebrate?
Listen, this is not Catholicism.
It feels really Catholicism.
Is the standard ethical practice of this church like polyamory? You don't know.
That's not
Listen.
okay with people fucking y'all. Like, I don't know
Listen.
what you're thinking.
Literally 3 of the 5 gods of the Sandpoint Cathedral are all in a polyamorous union, so I'm pretty sure
Incredible.
promiscuity is fine.
Great.
You don't have a nickname of Father
Father
Zaddy.
Zaddy for nothing.
So that's in the game? I thought we made that up.
No, you guys
Nope.
made that up. And
Zaddy
I don't know.
is
in
very
the
much
book.
made up.
I don't know
shit.
if I
Father
ever said
Xanthus,
this.
parentheses, Zaddy.
I don't remember.
Zaddy
Holy
frequents the gay
shit, they
bars a
wrote
lot
that.
too.
I don't remember if I ever said this, but when you guys started calling him Zaddy, I just thought it was a funny amalgamation or compaction of Xanthus and Daddy. It wasn't until much later,
Both.
and by much later, I mean a few weeks ago,
Zaddy.
that I learned that Zaddy is an actual
Really?
term and what it means.
Oh.
I did not
Welcome to
know
the club.
that.
Well,
So-
The
that's
song
fun.
Father Figure came on the other day on my playlist and it made me chuckle.
So, nonetheless, I think it's safe to say that while Father Xanthus prefers a single life, he is not a
Confirmed bachelor, you might say. Yeah.
Yeah, he is not.
Apparently he's chill with just keeping in like jail people in the outbuildings.
He's a complex guy.
Yeah, he's a super nice dude.
He bangs a lot.
So I would look around and I would thank everybody again, and I would look one more time at Lumi and be like, "So, will I wait for you here?"
Okay.
All right. I'll see you in the morning.
Mhm.
And I just kind of like, sit on the bed and wait for everybody who's like, "Well, it's getting pretty late." It's like kind of.
And Lumi will head back to the cathedral with her, not quite with her tail between her legs, but a little defeated that we're not setting out for adventure right away.
Like, wow.
Millie's setting back out to the White Deer, relieved that we're not setting out for adventure right away.
And Icselo in full plate armor
That's
contemplates
okay,
taking
okay,
it
okay.
all off.
I think actually Icselo lingers for a minute, acknowledging the fact he looks down on himself. He's like full regalia, shield, sword, spear. He's ready to go. And he like stops, and he's gonna look at you, Velynia.
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, whoever's still here is still here. Whoever's not.
Mhm.
I hope you know that we were about to go charging to the pit in the middle of the night to come look for you.
And Velynia kind of sighs. And she looks up at Icselo. And she's like, "It did not escape me, Icselo."
I didn't think it did, but in case it had, I can say that if, for whatever reason, gods above forbid, you were to have run away, That would have hurt them terribly. And I'll turn to leave.
As you turn to leave, I would say, Icselo, my staying could hurt them just as much. For the record.
He looks up, he acknowledges you. I think it would have hurt me too. And I'll walk away.
And Velynia, who has felt guilty enough about her decisions tonight, feels worse. And I think she rubs at that wound one more time, and just settles in.
Before she goes to sleep, Millie's gonna make a whole new batch of hot pockets for the morning.
Oh my
Take to
god,
the-
she's stress baking.
So it is officially the next day, the morning of the next day. I don't know how long it has taken us in game to get through this, or in real world. But it is now
Just a really long weekend.
It is now. You cut off the top of the calendar you sent me, Tamiko, so I don't know what the actual days of the week are on this calendar. But I believe,
Too bad, Jacob, you should know that.
I believe it is the morning of Moon Day, the 19th
Moon
of
days.
Saraneth. So it's Moon Day morning.
Moon days, am I right?
It's just
Moon
another
Day.
manic Moon Day.
Somebody's gonna
Oh,
cancel the
yeah.
moon days.
Wish it was Oath Day or whatever the fuck Sunday is here.
Sunday is Sunday.
Oh, 6? Okay, shit. That's easy to remember.
Sunday's the only one that's the same. I will
think-
say that as everybody is starting to wake up and start the day, and as the town awakens, anybody that's out and about, anybody that has their ear to the ground, there's very little buzz about what happened last night. Obviously, there were quite a few people from the Hagfish and the Rusty Dragon that saw something, but nobody can seem to agree on what they saw and if they actually saw it, or if it was some spellcaster messing around with fireworks. But one thing that people are getting right is that Jolin died. The rumor that seems to be persisting is some variation of there was a fire out in front of Vashti's place, or that she fell asleep smoking her pipe. Regardless, that she burned to death. That one is at least as close to the truth as possible. There's no word outside of the Sandpoint garrison of the City Watch that were afflicted. They seem to have been taken quietly, those most injured taken quietly away. And as Icselo would know, the Town Watch stays pretty tight-lipped about what happens within its own ranks, usually.
If I can briefly ask, I think that's what Icselo would go do, is to find out about them, but we can get to that when you...
Yeah, I mean, if that's, I imagine you're probably typically an early riser, because you would normally have been awake already at this time, getting off shift.
I honestly think that I slept through the day yesterday after I left Velynia, and then was like waking up, meeting up at the dinner, and so like I've been up all night, I imagine, if I was night shift.
So it would be... It makes sense to me that that if you wanted to, you could have gone to the cathedral and basically watched over Syl Ember as she slept. If that's something you would have done. Otherwise, you would be able to go there first thing in the morning.
I more or less would have just like tried to get word of their status. I don't think I would have gone all the way to the cathedral. I mean, it's right next to where I am, but if we're going there in the morning, I'll just go there in the morning.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
I think if Lumi does come to kind of like pick up Velynia, Velynia would be in Natalin's room, but she would be like ready to go. Like she would be in her like clothes and packed and like just kind of like waiting for you.
Yeah, on my way out in the morning, I would try to convene with Father Xantus before heading out in the morning.
I think you would find a Father Xantus who is has dark circles under his eyes, and you can tell he has barely slept. He has been tending to those wounded, and you would know that also, given the nature of what happened, that Xantus had probably stayed awake, alternating between caring for the injured and spending that time in prayer.
Morning, Papa.
Is it morning already?
Yeah. You didn't sleep, did you?
I did not.
You take care of yourself, okay?
I will find time to catch a little sleep here and there when I can.
You're no good to them if you're sleep deprived.
You are right. I hear my own words coming from your lips.
I think for that you'd give like a little like stick the tongue out a little bit in cheekiness, and I wanted to let you know that we're off to go track down the Sandpoint Devil this morning. Oh, and also Velynia needs a place to crash. Oh, also because we're hunting down the Sandpoint Devil, and well, I saw how its fire burned and cursed its victims, and do you think that you have a spare scroll of remove curse? I saw you use some of them. Well, I picked up how you used it, and I'm pretty sure I could use it in case one of my friends gets hurt by it.
Hold on a second. He's not ignoring you.
Hey, well,
also,
Jake is definitely not ignoring Vi. Why don't you check us out on redbubble.com? At redbubble.com, you can get all kinds of great stuff like the one I'm wearing and the one Tamiko is wearing and all kinds of other cool things. You can get our logos on t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, mugs, stickers, postcards, pillows, puzzles, and all kinds of other cool stuff. There's almost always a deal at redbubble.com, especially if it's your first time shopping. So why don't you check us out today at redbubble.com. Just search Mini Terrain Domain.
Xantus goes to where his satchel is hanging on one of the coat hooks in his room, and he pulls that third I forget the name of what was it, Cure Affliction or something, Cleanse Affliction?
Cleanse Affliction, yeah.
And he pulls the scroll out and he says, I will give you this one. I'm going to be transcribing some more. But I haven't had the time, and I'm too sleep deprived to ensure that the spell is transcribed properly. But yes, take this with you. But I want to make sure that as long as that thing is out there, I can provide you with a couple more, and I can keep some here in case it returns.
And she'll like unfurl the scroll a little bit and just like kind of glance it over and then roll it back up and pop into her scroll case that's in her satchel at her hip.
Yep,
Because she has like 5 or 6 of those scrolls now that she's collected at this point.
Of that one or just scrolls?
Just in general, scrolls.
I was going to say, you're going to tell me you had Cleanse Affliction scrolls this whole time?
No. I've got like summon like elemental.
That's right,
I've got summon
yeah.
Wall of Swords. I've got a few of heal. I've got some of like, conjure water closet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Listen, the further you get down in the pit, you never know when you're going to need
Little privacy.
access to a WC.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
conjure toothbrush when you're. Anyways.
yeah. So yeah, you can add 1 scroll of Cleanse Affliction.
Awesome. Oh, and so I was thinking about, well, Velynia has to crash here for a little bit. I think that she could probably take that one of those spare rooms down past the alcove, right? That wouldn't be a problem.
No. No. That's not a problem. I wonder. And he kind of looks at you, and he has that look of he's kind of staring almost past you. It can wait until you've returned, but remind me, I might have an idea that can help solve Velynia's housing issue and maybe be a benefit for all of you.
What is it?
I don't want to trouble you with it now or get your hopes up. I have to.
Well, now I'm just a bit curious, and
Oh my god.
if you weren't going to tell me, you shouldn't have told me that you weren't going to tell me.
I'm going to
and
go.
she kind of like gives a little bit of a pout.
I'm going to go talk to
It's so unfair when you do this.
I'm going to go talk to Shayless at the town hall. There is a property that is, well, that has been quietly available for some time.
Oh.
And it's being held in trust by the city. I'm going to do some checking, and as a member of the council, I have a little bit of sway.
Oh, is this a secret? Is this a surprise?
Well, only in this...
I'm good at keeping secrets.
Yes. Well, I didn't want to get your hopes up. I don't know to what extent I can be sure that it's available. It will need some work, but...
I'm sure the people I'm sure my friends that they're from out of town would really appreciate something like this. But I'll keep it on the down low for now.
Oh my god.
Well, speaking of down low,
Oops, too slow.
you...
Lumi like whips him in the ankle with her tail. Be like, ha ha!
You and your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful. You've seen now
I've seen it.
how dangerous it is.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was terrified. And I've been thinking a lot about how things are scary and, well, I have to be brave. And this is just one of those moments where I'm just telling myself that I am brave and I am strong and I'm gonna go do this. And I tried, and then they told me to hang back a little bit. I was a little bit self-conscious about that. But I'm gonna do that again this time around. And I'll show them that
Please do.
I'm not just a little Lumi. I'm a
And-
big Lumi.
Mm-hmm.
It is okay if, when you get down there, if things get difficult or it seems too
You see how big
dangerous,
it was? Oh,
it is okay for you to retreat, to fall back and gather your strength.
I'm pretty sure that's one of Millie's favorite things to say. To be honest.
Good. Well, may Desna's blessing and guidance rest upon you, as always.
And you as well. I think I'm forgetting something, but I can't remember it, so it must not be important. Make sure you get some sleep, okay? And while I'm headed off, bye, Papa.
While this talk was happening, he had gone and sat down at his desk. And as you turn to leave, as you go to leave the room and you turn around and say bye, Papa, you see Xanthus at his desk.
Just hung shoes. Completely passive.
Oh my god, done. Game over.
It was that quick. He just...
Does he have like some furs or some blankets that he keeps like kind of folded up on like a little like stool or shelf?
Oh,
or
100%. 100%.
Yeah, I think when we would like unwrap like one of his like fur blankets or something and like just drape it over him in his chair to tuck him in before heading out.
Wonderful.
Sleep well, Papa. And Lumi heads out to find Velynia, and that's where we catch up.
All right. Millie.
Are we like meeting at the Rusty Dragon or something?
I don't know if we decided.
Was that
I'm
up
sure
there?
that would be the standard. Like when,
I think
when
you-
in doubt, meet at the Rusty
You
Dragon.
established last night that the South Gate was your meeting point when you were heading out.
Okay.
So is that the plan? Is everybody...
Yeah.
If nobody has anything else they would like to do, then...
I would see the condition of Syl and the other dude that got burned. If I cross paths with Lumi, I would say, hey, I'll meet you there. I gotta do my stops.
Okay, Mr. Icselo.
Mr. Icselo, sir. That's awesome.
I'm trying to remember which one it was.
I think I'd be walking with Lumi, because she would have come and gotten me, and I guess I would have dropped my extra shit off at the church before we head to the South Gate.
Fenka.
Yeah, I was going to say it was Finca Holder was the one that it had been more severely burned.
Lumi would 100% give you a little tour of the cathedral then, of the...
And Velynia, as always, feels a little embarrassed.
So this is the
in
soup
here almost.
kitchen. Oh, that's the library. And that's my section of the library. And over here, those are the alcoves. They get really pretty during the middle of the day, and at sunrise, and at sunset. And over there, that's the larder. Over there, I think that's like the chambers. And well, here, this one's yours.
And I kind of like look, and it's Spartan and very much just like a small room, I would imagine. But
And if you need to, get a breather or just catch some rays, you want to go down the hall, and there's a courtyard right there.
that's wonderful. Thank you again, Lumi, for talking to your father about this.
Oh, and
appreciate
if you
it.
ever want us to come say hi, I'm down that hallway. Take a right, and then another right, and then you're gonna see a staircase. Don't go up the staircase. Turn and make a left, and then there's another staircase. You want to go up the staircase, and I am the room on the left hand side.
Right, left, up the staircase, and yours the room on the left.
Not the first staircase, the second one.
The second one.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Lumi.
Yeah, of course.
And I kind of like drop my stuff and I'd be like, I kind of like almost comically, I just like chuck my bag into this room, like my luggage bag. I still have my pack that I would take on an adventure, and I'd be like, shall we go to the South Gate?
I think so.
I think there's this moment, this point where as all of this is happening, we see Icselo coming in to the cathedral, and I think there's this moment as you I picture this wide shot, Icselo, as you walk across through probably the shrine to Desna, this wide open space with a place of worship, but heading through towards where the chambers connect. And as you hear the voices of Velynia and Lumi sort of zipping and zooming about, echoing through the halls, when you get to the chambers of the annex building, you almost feel, in stark contrast to the main large worship space, you almost feel like you're too big for these halls, too big for these doorways. But an acolyte leads you to a room further away from. It's simultaneously away from most of the foot traffic, but also closest to where some of the acolytes are staying, and where one of the kitchens are that they can have access to, hot water and things like that. It's not a true infirmary like you would expect, but it's more of a makeshift infirmary. And you see that there's probably 4 beds in this room. 2 of them contain Finka and Sil.
I would hope that they are unconscious, and I would ask the acolyte, was the father able to help them?
We are doing everything we can to ensure that they are kept as comfortable as possible. The cleansing spells that Father Xantus used on them saved them from the worst of the cursed flames. But I fear that there is, beyond the flames, that damage was done. They are resting as well as they can, but they have periods of restlessness.
Thank you for helping them.
Faintly from the room, you hear Sil Ember's voice. Icselo!
Ooh.
I would approach.
Is that you?
It's me. Easy.
She's, with some difficulty, she kind of pushes herself ever so slightly to a little more of an upright, pushing her shoulders up onto the pillow. You can see her lips are dried and cracked. She looks over to where there's a pitcher of water and a cup on the side table. And she glances at it, kind of weakly raises a hand, and then just throws her head back and says, "Please."
I'll help her drink some water.
Can't even hold a glass.
The fact that you're sitting up after being burned by a demon is testament to your strength. The gods did not give us patience, they give us chances to show patience. This is your test. You need to rest.
I did not ask to be tested.
We never are.
When She starts to close her eyes against the pain, and then you see that as her eyes close, she keeps quickly opening them. When I close my eyes, I'm still on the ground. I can only scream. I could feel it. I could feel it burning me from the inside out. It was more than fire. It was as if the flames themselves hated me. I can still smell it. I can still smell burning flesh.
I feel like we're getting like the flashes of the scene.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You know, I can still feel it. We see the fire, you know, still
Oh,
smell it.
Jesus.
It's just
She looks up at you, and Sil Ember is one tough cookie. She's not easy to cry. But her eyes are welling with tears that she's trying to hold back. She says, It didn't just try to kill me. It wanted me to know that I was dying. It wanted me to know that I was dying and that it was proud of my death.
still. It failed. You are still alive. And I can assure you, it will die.
If you see it again, don't let it choose someone else.
I'll not.
And if you hear the hooves in the dark, don't hesitate. Run or kill it. Don't let it burn you. And she turns her head away from you, knowing that she can't hide. But she turns her head away, and you can see tears spilling off her face onto the pillow. And she seems to cry even harder as she turns her head and she sees Finka lying restless in the bed next to her.
Standing. I'm gonna find some way to help you. Please be patient. And I will walk away.
And as you walk away, the camera just holds on Sil Ember. And it's not until she's heard your footsteps recede down the hallway and faintly echo on the tile as you head back out the way you came that we see her no longer holding back. And she just you just see her shoulders shaking as she begins sobbing and just pulls the blanket up close around her. And we fade out of that scene.
I meet up with Lumi and Velynia. Hey guys, I'm ready to go.
Like, I'm gonna press a button here and hope that banjo music doesn't start playing.
Yeah, right.
I
You ready, guys?
hope
Ready to go on a whitewater rafting trip? That sounds like fun.
The old Sandpoint boys.
Oh my god, incredible. Incredible. So yeah, we meet at the south gate.
All right. So the plan, head back to the pit on foot.
Mm-hmm. I assume.
On hand, yeah. Do handstands.
Yeah.
How far
some
away
of
is
us.
the pit? How long is this?
A couple
gonna take?
miles.
Yeah.
I think
Oh
it's
yeah, I forget
It was
this
like
is
it was like it was like 2 or 3 hours.
like a
right?
work day. You know, you put in a
Yeah,
9
right,
to 5
right.
at the pit.
depending
Yes.
on your pace, and if you're walking versus carts or whatever, it's maybe a couple hours because of the terrain. You got to walk out and around the ridge line and along the road to get to where the Devil's Platter, where there's a rise that you can get up to. Given the route, I think there's a point where, of course, you pass by the Trennel farm.
Mhm.
And you would see a little bit of activity, smoke curling from the chimney. And you might see movement of somebody down by the barn hauling hay in. Of course, seeing the chickens and
all the chickens.
seeing the chickens run around, and the youngest Brill,
Oh.
Tavi, and
Ellis.
Ellis.
I
Probably
didn't even find that in my notes. I'm proud of myself.
you probably catch sight of Ellis running through the yard chasing after the chickens.
I feel
But
like we'd
he
be
does not
giving the
notice you.
farm a respectable distance because based on what Natalin would have most assuredly told us.
Yeah, I mean, it's on the way,
yeah.
and you're not like the farmhouse doesn't sit right next to the road. So I think you walk by and don't stop. Nobody acknowledges you. And I just rolled perception, and Ellis didn't notice you.
That's probably fine.
Yeah, it probably takes a good 10 minutes before you're out of view of the farm, and you wouldn't know if anybody saw you walking by or anything. But you continue on, and it's probably mid-morning when you clamber up the escarpment that is the Devil's Platter.
May I real quick, Jacob?
Mm-hmm.
While we're walking, at some point, Millie would have pointed out to the group in case anyone had forgotten. Should have said, so we're going back to the pit now with the intention of going after the Sandpoint devil that we now know exists. But there's a group of goblins in there waiting for us to come back to take care of some disciples. I'm not really sure where on the spectrum of love versus hate these particular goblins fall when it comes to the Sandpoint devil itself.
That's a good point.
They
Jake?
might not be too keen to help us if they like this figure and we're there to kill it.
That's a good point. I mean, I can't imagine the Sandpoint Devil would do anything with them except eat them like popcorn. But we could tactfully find a way to ask them.
Baron, I believe you called my name.
Yes.
Yes. It's been some time since we kind of fully talked about this in game, but when you say that, when we talk about the disciples and we talk about like Kellumbor, those are synonymous, right? Like that's the same group. I'm under the impression of. Or was that not the same?
Yes,
group?
Kellum and the disciples, the Devil's disciples that tried to take the kids at the White Deer a few days ago.
As well as
They are all part of the disciples that were formed under Jordismont. And it's the term that was used to describe the ones that had pushed the Whistlefang goblins out of their lair further down. I would also like anybody who would like to, based on what Millie said,
Me.
to make a I'm trying to think of what this would be. Possibly a diplomacy. No, this would be a recall knowledge check. I'm gonna say do a base lore recall knowledge, but if you have any specialties in occult lore, then of course apply that. But I just want to see something.
Pretty sure that's your time to shine, nerd girl.
I have a +8 in occultism. Can I use that?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, sorry, that's what I meant to say. If you have if you're trained in occultism, you can use that check. That's what I wanted to say. But otherwise I would do
a total of 30.
Okay.
I got a total of 22.
Okay. Millie?
I don't have occultism.
You don't need that. I said you can make a straight just recall knowledge check if you don't have occultism.
I'm fine not rolling.
Well, I want you to roll because this is knowledge you have. I'm just trying to see if you remember it. I don't want to give it away, but it's based on something you said.
18.
Okay. Lumi, obviously the most. All of you, except for Velynia, when it's kind of when you were saying you're not sure where these goblins sit on the love or hate for the Sandpoint Devil. Lumi and Icselo, you would specifically remember, and then once they sort of recall this, you would remember it as well, Millie, that the whole reason that Menargle had a problem with Tunch and wanted you to get rid of Tunch. The Tunch was the goblin taxidermist with the weasel. The whole reason that she wanted you to get rid of him was over a religious disagreement about the treatment of their Sandpoint Devil shrine. He was wanting to add extra sets of wings and things, and she thought that was sacrilegious. You would remember that Menargle is specifically a priestess over the goblins that holds very strong pro-Sandpoint Devil beliefs.
That's kind of what I thought and why I wanted to bring it up.
Uh-huh.
So we've got conflicting interests.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you bring all this up en route.
Well, I think it's finally time to kill Menargle.
I agree.
I agree, but
Shall Menargle last.
it seems such a shame to waste the resources of the allies that we stumbled into just because this other thing has come up.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think the smart way to go about it isn't exactly the roadmap that Lumi has in mind, which is, I think that we should go after the disciples first, let the disciples thin out some of the goblin force while they do the same, take care of the goblin force, and then go after the devil.
Oh. Millie, that's quite the stratagem.
I know
I
I
think
surprise
that's-
myself too from time to time.
I think that's a phenomenal idea. Icselo, Lumi, Natalin, what do you all think?
I unfortunately wear my emotions pretty vaguely on my face. So you.
I
all
say
have
it.
to
I
do the
look. I look
talking.
over at Icselo, and you. You have such a poker face. You have such a still face. It's like, of
Hey,
course,
he's
you
like-
can tell what I'm thinking.
I'm an open book. If it needs come to someone looking intimidating, I can do my best.
Wonderful. Wonderful. All right.
Well, before we get too far along, it's safe to say that if any of the disciples see me, there is a chance they may know who I am.
Velynia squints and kind of goes, "Do we
Town
want to
guard.
know why?"
I've probably arrested half a dozen of them.
Hmm.
Believe it or not, they don't do most of their activities during the day, which constitutes my line of work.
Well, does it matter if they clock you if we're just gonna slaughter them all?
I just want you to be prepared in the event.
Do you still have friends among them? Are there any?
Why would he
It
have
would
give
friends
you
here? He's
pause.
arrested them.
They're
Oh,
not
I
my
know,
friends,
but-
I assure you.
Very well. Well, I'm with Millie's plan. I think we should pit them against each other, and then perhaps clean up whatever's left. I think that's probably the smartest way to go about this.
Very well.
Well, there's another thing that could possibly happen that I really hope doesn't. And I don't really want to say it out loud in case those gods are listening.
Mm-hmm. I can't trust the gods.
But sure would be a pickle if we had to go up against the disciples and the devil at the same time.
I'm sure that won't happen. That strikes me as entirely
It-
too much.
I feel
All
like
at
that's a challenge that even the gods wouldn't deem right to throw
No.
at us.
No, life is supposed to be balanced and fair. We all know this. And I do question, Millie, why you mentioned this out loud. But we can't unring the bell. I'm sure it won't happen.
I'm sure it's not something the gods haven't already thought of.
No. No. Gods have plenty of time to plan and replan and replan. And I imagine by now we're getting kind of close to the pit.
So as you
Fascinating theological conversation.
crest the
Dude.
crest the devil's platter and you walk towards the 50-foot hole in the ground, you notice that, unfortunately I couldn't find what I wanted to make this visually represented, but as you approach the pit, something is slightly different. All around the edges of the pit, there is graffiti that has been drawn in blood,
Ooh.
in colored chalks, in feces. The goblins are foul creatures.
Gross.
And all of the graffiti is essentially spirals, crude depictions of the Sandpoint devil, pictures of it breathing fire and burning little flaming stick figures that look an awful lot like bigger folk. There's an inordinate number of horses and dogs that are the target of the Sandpoint devil. Goblins hate horses and dogs. But basically picture this entire ring of the pit has been tagged. Like you're definitely heading into the Sandpoint Devil Gang's territory. And as you approach and peer down into the depths once more, that's where we're going to take our break.
Ooh, ooh. Oh boy.
We're going to go ahead and take about a 10-minute break. When we return, we're going to delve down into the pit. Once again, we will see you on the other side. Works. All right. I think everybody's in the right spot. Don't have placeholder videos on this screen. My window is jacked. That's fun. We haven't used the map screen in a while, apparently.
We have not used the map screen in a minute.
Why is my window cropped to a tiny square?
Here you are.
I think I'm hiding.
Oh.
Also, I'm very
This
tiny.
is room.
Alright, well, fix that a little bit.
We are in the pit. We are here in the pit.
And I just gotta fix the interact. It's
Oh, and I almost forgot. We just got a chance to barely monkey with it, but like we can go to one level to the other by going through the doors.
Yeah.
Little ladders.
Yep. So
Like
the
little
ladders, you'll probably want to do it one at a time and move yourself out of the way.
Yeah.
As
We
you
get to play shoots and ladders.
descend, knowing that the first level down is the level with the Whistlefang goblins.
Okay.
So if you would like to descend, actually before you descend, I need.
Oh, I can't. I don't have access to my token. Can't move me.
I don't either.
That's weird. All right, hold
Millie
on.
can move her. Oh.
That's because this is your first time at this pit, isn't it, Icselo?
Yes, it is.
And then for whatever reason you had to re-sign in.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. It's just what it is.
Yay! I can move me now. Whee.
Everybody else is good. So I would like Millie. You don't have to be first, but Millie, I'd like you to go first and move your token because. Well, actually, hold on before you go in. I have noticed that even though Monte Cristo is attached to you, it acts
Millie's
weird
gonna-
when you go through.
Millie's gonna pull out her wand and summon him back to the space because
Oh.
she knows what we're walking into.
Mm.
I'm gonna leave him attached to you, but he's now invisible.
Oh.
Before you descend,
Huh.
there is something
Wait.
that has to happen.
Oh, jeez.
Would you like one person to be responsible for a roll, or would you all like to roll and then we average your roll?
Ooh, I think average is a safer bet, everybody.
I think it's more fun to blame people.
Oh, okay.
What?
You know what?
Well, it
As the-
depends. What's Vi and Baron's
All
take
right.
on it?
That's a good question.
I like having a scapegoat.
Okay.
Hold on. Well, it was going to be you anyway. I rolled a
Oh,
d4.
Alrighty.
So, Lumi, roll a d20.
Oh, a scapegoat or a hero.
Yeah,
Hero.
that's true.
Hero.
Oh, that was
Hero.
almost a natural one. It's a 7.
It could be worse.
As you take note of everything happening around the pit and take a look at it, you do not see, other than the graffiti, any immediate threats or signs of ambush or goblins lying in wait or any other creatures.
Well, I would hope not. There are
Okay.
allies, presumably.
Right now, yes.
Allegedly.
Millie, do you think I should go first and then perhaps you second, since you're going to be the ambassador of sorts?
Ambassador?
You speak so eloquently. I think it's probably best that you, I don't know, talk to them, reason with them, convince them to kill each other, you know, as is according to the plan.
Oh, sure.
Wasn't it me that talked with them
It
originally?
was
I can't
Lumi
remember.
with
suppose-
the rapport last time.
I think
Oh.
I was the one with the rapport.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, of course. Well, in that case, Lumi, I just didn't think either of you should go down first. You are, you're very capable. However, perhaps I should go first.
I'll be right behind you then.
Very well. And I think quicker than shot, Velynia goes down into the pit. And I'm going to move my token, and I'm out of the way now. Anybody wants... Ahoy up there! Whoever wants to come next. Oh, there she is.
Oh, hi, I'm right behind you. I'm just
Yes.
getting used to the whole shoots and ladders game that we like to play.
Yes, of course. I mean, I wouldn't put more than one person on that ladder at a time. Everyone, I don't
Looks a bit
trust it.
rickety.
Quite rickety.
Looks like it's, it can snap easily.
It was even making sounds when you were on it, and you're just a little thing.
Well, I'm a big
pretty
little
sure
thing.
I'm pretty sure a
very
firm fart will knock that thing over.
I wouldn't want to try it.
No.
All right. So what is the plan? If you wish to go to talk to the Whistlefang goblins and Monargle and her crew, you will go through that door on this around this walkway here.
Okay.
If you wish to
Lumi.
just forget about them and go further down, you'll take the ladder down.
Lumi here, before we get going. Millie is going to hand you. She's going to reach into one of her bags, and she's going to pull out and give to you. I'm not sure if this will help at all, or if it's something she'll even be interested in, but you could try offering this to Monargle as a trophy.
What is
It-
what?
It is
What is
the
Is it the bone amulet? The bone hole?
the prayer thing.
Oh.
Hold on. Yeah, it's what's his in
Oh,
not
Rip Nugget. It's Rip
Not
Nuggets.
Nugget.
No.
Wasn't Rip Nugget. Hold on.
Wow, it's really buried in that bag of yours.
Glorkus's Glorkus's bone holy symbol.
Do we know what entity the holy symbol is of?
Not a
Ooh.
clue.
Would I do an occultism check to identify the symbology?
Yeah, go ahead and do that as a way to give me a chance to go back and double check this.
Millie, not to be weird or anything, but I could have sworn on the way over here I smelled hot pockets, tepid pockets at the very worst. Do you have any hot pockets?
I do. I made us a little snack just in
Mm-mm.
case, because we don't want to go into the pit on empty bellies.
I don't need it right now, Millie. I just wanted to know that it was there. It gives me hope.
Millie passes them out anyways, so I can check
Oh.
off Millie feeds people.
Awesome. Velynia like just smells it, and like packs it away for later. It smells delightful and buttery and perfect. It's the pizza flavored one.
I got a 27 on my religion check. Or 27 on occultism. Whichever one applies. Does the same modifier.
Wow. Jesus.
She's a brainiac.
Brainiac. Oh.
I know it was right here. There is a specific entity that Glorkus was praying to. Ah, there it is. Let me just do this, just so I give you the right information. Because, yeah, that's definitely enough to know. The Glorkus's holy symbol was to Cabriri, him who gnaws, the demon lord of ghouls, graves, and secrets kept by the dead. According to legend, Cabriri is the reborn form of the first humanoid to ever devour his kin in life.
This was the undead goblin ghoul, right? The goblin, back in chapter 1.
Yes, Glorkus was the one who was praying over Nualia's bones, trying to bring them back to life.
This would be neat, maybe. It might also be profane in Monarchal's eyes, in which case I could try to frame it as she gets the chance to like destroy it or something.
Of course.
Anyways, yeah, I'll see what I can do. I have a way with making bullshit up on the spot. So,
All right.
Thanks, Millie.
Good for you for keeping that, Millie. I can't say I'd be that brave.
I'm not gonna lie, it got stuck at the bottom of the bag.
Does anyone else have any kind of rancid things that might make good for good little tributes?
No. I don't tend to carry rancid things with me.
Do you have anything pickled on you, Millie?
Fresh out of.
I know that goblins really like pickles.
I do have pickles, however.
Are they sweet gherkins?
I suppose
Are they
could be
radishes?
used as a bargaining chip if necessary.
Oh, are they really good?
Of course they're good. They're from the Trennels, dear.
The Trennel
don't
pickles.
Give them those. Don't give them the Trennel pickles. Do not.
Okay. No, I wouldn't. I didn't even think of that. Okay.
They wouldn't appreciate them.
No, gosh. They wouldn't appreciate them like we do.
Also, they're technically vegetables, which goblins hate.
But goblins really like pickles.
What an interesting conundrum.
Any kind of pickled vegetable, really.
Don't give them the Trennel pickles.
I won't. They're not even on... Do you see them on my bag?
No.
No. I totally... It slipped my mind that we got the pickles there. Out of sight, out of mind, as they say.
I imagine there's such a panic over the Trennel pickles that Velynia is like walking and like all of a sudden almost takes like a bad step off of the ledge here. Like,
hindsight is 20/20. If I had known, I could have brought along some of the deer offal from Garridan's last hunt.
God damn it. I lost track of my token again, Jacob. Sorry,
that's my fault. I switched to the relevant map.
Oh.
Or no, wait, it's your fault because you had to log back in. I forgot I was blaming you.
That's fine. Sorry.
Does everybody else own their token?
No. I've never been here.
Correct.
Yeah, no, I can't move either. But I mean, we're just moving through here, so maybe we should.
Yeah.
No, this I've moved you. This is the actual level that you're going to be on.
I've had enough. I just want to go to the bottom of the pit. Parachute.
What's the best way to the bottom?
Whee!
You're dead. You died.
You know that the smaller you are, the less damage you take from falling? And that an ant can survive terminal velocity. And, well, I'm not the size of an ant, but...
I feel like, Lumi, you might have a harder time surviving. Or at the very least thriving. That would be... You'd break some serious bones.
Are there silly bones? Oh, there are funny bones, you're right. Yeah.
Speaking of bones, the door that you are now standing in front of now has... mostly dried to a sickly slightly tacky brown
Ew.
blood dripping from the top of the door down, and there is a crudely assembled bunch of bones that have been tied together with red cord hanging off of the door, and there's more spirals type graffiti on this door.
Can I check it for traps?
Yeah.
I would like to check it for traps. There I go.
Don't
Is
you
that a
have some kind
thievery
of
check?
trap finding bonus?
I think so, actually. Let me see what that means. I think it just Trap Finder, which is something that I can do. Trap Finder, you have an intuitive sense that alerts you to the presence of traps. You gain a +1 circumstance bonus to perception checks to find traps. So, I get a +1. Here I go. 29. If there are no traps, I'm going to be pissed.
You are 100% positive that this door is not trapped.
God damn it. Fucking wasted a 29 on that shit. And I guess I would look around and be like, is everyone ready? Just in case. I draw my sword. And I go ahead and open the door.
You open the door. This is sorry,
In the door, we get on the floor.
I was on the map information that I needed, and then we moved.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there's this room.
I remember this room. Wasn't
This
this
is-
where we, like, met Icselo?
It is where you met Icselo.
Icselo. That
So
breaks.
this room is the hold on. Need to move my
Memories from 4 days ago.
yeah.
What
I
a good
remember
4 days
correctly
ago.
4 days ago.
Memory lane.
This is where did it go? Ah, here we go. This is the Hall of Threats. All the traps should be marked because you discovered them and dealt with them. This is the chamber that the walls of the chamber are decorated with dozens of skulls harvested from a wide range of animals: deer, cows, elk, wolves, horses, and even some humans. All of the wall-mounted skulls are angled to stare down at the entrance you just came into the room through. The 4 alcoves have taxidermied spiders as big as humans, each posed in a menacing position, while an even larger figure, a taxidermied horse with glittering gemstone eyes, wings made of canvas, a giant lizard's tail stitched to its hindquarter, and a mouth filled with sharp fangs, stands vigil at the further end of the room, slightly off of the middle. What you know now to be an effigy to a poorly taxidermied effigy to the Sandpoint devil. New additions to this room include much more of that same graffiti that you've encountered along the walls. Many of the skulls have blood or other things that have been used to make goblin handprints on every one of the skulls.
Now,
Additionally,
real quick. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Additionally, you are now starting to smell strong sense of acrid smoke. Just you can tell that there are fires burning elsewhere in this dungeon.
So I have a question real quick. The first time we were here, you may have already said this, but maybe I missed it. All these bloody handprints and shit, were these all here the first time?
No,
These
are new
Okay.
additions.
Oh, God. Okay. I also want to know where all this blood came from. So I kind of like look around and be like, well, shall we tarry forth?
I guess so. Better than tearing back, I guess. The only way forward is forward.
I forget. I've lost my way through here.
Find the traps.
Yes, Velynia is walking very avoiding any of the traps. Yes. Do we take this door to the north, or do we take this other one?
Well, I remember making some notes, but it seems like they're all a little bit smudged up by the fog of war. You see.
Oh shit. Well.
You did not have any notes in this room.
Oh. Okay.
I have not removed any of your written notes.
Well, let's go ahead and take this door to the north, and then if something terrible happens, we will just come back. Here we go. To the north.
All right.
Nothing's happening when I try this door.
Because you can't just walk through a wall. You have to open a door.
Oh, I would like to open the door.
Okay. No checking for traps. Cool.
No.
Ah, my notes.
Oh, Jesus.
So you enter into this main throne room, and as you walk in, you noticed a couple of things are different.
Sticky Mike.
First off, there are more goblins here than when you left.
There's one named Porkchop.
There are 3 bonfires that are burning. This room is filled. This room looks like a like you're in a 90s German dance club. It is filled with smoky haze. Across the room, you can see seated on the throne where the burned dead goblin from before was. That has been removed, and Menargle sits upon the throne, flanked by Mackin and Cheese.
Mac and cheese.
She sits on the throne, which is also decorated with a graffiti drawing of the Sandpoint Devil. And for the most part, she looks the same, except she has bright red war paint that has been smeared across under her eyes and across her nose and face. It almost looks like just like a slash of red across her face from multiple fingers. And then there's several bloody goblin handprints all across the skull that she wears on her head.
Hello.
Is everybody entering into this chamber?
Or
are Velynia and Lumi just
team. I go in a little
standing
farther
in the doorway?
so that my team can come in behind me, but Velynia is a little taken aback by the my God, the advancement.
Hi.
Hello.
They said they were
Monogle?
getting reinforcements.
What's that?
They said they were getting reinforcements.
I suppose they did.
They look quite reinforced, yeah.
Yes. Yes. Well, Lumi.
Icselo,
Time.
as soon as you walk in, 3-Ball Tony looks up at you.
Oi!
Mind my personal space.
Sorry,
Do not
there's
touch
just
without consent. Yeah.
not a lot of room. Do you think you could go that way?
I was here first. Walk around.
God, these have such NPC energy.
Hi.
What are you looking at?
I would
Way
like-
farther in this room than I would like, but it's okay.
I would like everybody
Oh God.
to make a fortitude save, please.
Oh God, because it stinks in here, bruh. It stinks in here. Oh my God.
Actually, we're probably choking.
Oh, on the smoke.
Oh, God.
Lumi got a
Wow.
15.
I got a 28.
Hell yeah, Icselo. I got a 31.
22.
Okay.
Would Lumi be short enough to be underneath this?
You would
smoke?
think that, but no. The
Oh,
smoke is
okay.
filling the room. So, what did you get, Icselo? Okay. And you had a high number too, Velynia. Right?
31.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The two
The
of you
highest even.
have critically succeeded. You are unaffected by the smoke.
Yes.
It's just hazy. Maybe you're squinting your eyes a little bit. Millie, you succeeded, but the smoke still sickens you. You are sickened 1 from the smoke. Wait, you got a 22? Sorry, that's a failure. You're sickened 1 and slowed 1. Wait, hold on. I'm getting my numbers wrong here. 22. Okay, never mind. Nobody critically failed. You succeeded. You're sickened 1. Lumi failed. You're sickened 1 and slowed 1. And these conditions will persist while you are in the smoky area.
Good.
From across the room, Menargle calls. Ah! The Promise Makers have returned!
That's us.
Come forth! Come forth! Do not hide in the shadows.
Whoa, there's a fire pit.
Yep. It's so smoky. It's so smoky in here. You can't even see. I stay near Lumi.
It is good to see you again, Menargle. Well, I'm going to cut right to the chase. We have returned, and I see that you've gotten your, well, you're quite reinforced right now. Are you and your folks ready?
We have been ready for days. Waiting.
Well,
We're assuming that you've come to tell us that you've either assembled an army to back you up, or you've already eliminated our enemies.
well, see, I wouldn't want to rob you of the delight in the vanquishing of your enemies. And so we've wanted to make sure that you all have had the chance to do such things. And
Keeping
so,
my eye on this dude to my right. I don't
and
trust
so
him.
we have our weapons ready to join you. Our steel, our magic.
Velynia flourishes her sword. It's dazzling.
We have had much time to wait and ponder while you've been gone.
Well, we've been busy making sure we've got all our preparations ready. So, well, tell me then, what have you been pondering?
New evidence has emerged.
Is that so?
We have seen the glory of the Sandpoint Devil itself. It has revealed itself to us. Did you see it?
I did see your glorious master. It's quite the fearsome thing, isn't it?
Only heretics need be afraid of the Sandpoint Devil.
Yes.
We
But
were
it is
awed by
even-
its glory as it rose from the pits.
I was gonna say the same word as well. Awe. Awe is such a good word to use. It's so mighty and big, and the terrible breath that it, the fire that it shoots from its nostrils.
We saw it fly out over the hinterlands and descend upon Sandpoint. Were you
It
there?
did. That's where I saw it. Yes.
And did you witness its awesome power?
I sure did.
Velynia gripped her sword really tight at that.
I would like you to make a diplomacy check.
Ooh, okay. Oh, I am sickened, so it's slightly worse than normal. The 27.
Wow. So impressive.
I am doing as much just playing things along with her that I can.
She seems to be accepting, not doubting what you're saying. In fact, she says, "We hope to one day witness its awesome power, to see it unleash its fire and its wrath upon our enemies. I am jealous that you have gotten to see it firsthand."
Well, I'm sure there's going to be lots of chances, especially if we can take the fight to your enemies. If we don't take the fight to your enemies, then they're the ones that are going to be witnessing its awesome power, and not you.
Wouldn't that be a shame?
That would be such a shame. And, well, I've seen it, and I really want you to see it, too.
Then you will cleanse our lower layers of the heretics.
We will. That was our promise, right?
You will.
You're speaking of us and these goblins that follow you, right?
Of course.
Truth be told, my goblins are itching for a fight.
Huh?
And you look around you and you see every one of the goblins is gripping tightly their various dog slicers and horse trippers and their bows. They're licking their lips. They're squeezing and releasing on their weapons, muscles tensing, and every one of them is doing so while looking at each of you.
Ooh, those assholes.
We are eager to draw blood.
Well, then
We
what
are
are we
not
waiting for?
stupid. If we go down below with you, we will be fodder for the disciples to trample us and destroy us while you emerge victorious. No.
You think such little things of your goblins that follow you would not be trampled? Look at how mighty your warriors are. Look at how eager for battle. Those disciples down below, they don't know anything about fighting. They just sit around being silly heretics of the devil. They pretend to worship. What do they know about fighting? Your goblins, look at how eager they are to fight. Look at how impassioned they are. Look at how ferocious they are. You will not be trampled.
It scans over to Cheese, who is just kind of absently looking around.
Probably like
and
picking his
just-
nose.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
100% picking his nose.
Look how mighty.
If you think that your goblins are going to get trampled by the likes of them, wow, I don't think you're speaking very, very strongly of your goblins that follow you. I would never say such things. So I know that you're goblins, and even you are way more mighty than you give credit for. I know that the world tries to step on you and crush you and tread all over you, but, well, this is your home. You're not going to let those heretics and those disciples continue to walk all over you. They're not going to trample you. You're going to cut them down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try to, like, kind of use her words against her there.
Yeah. Yep.
to try to like.
This sounds
You know.
like a. Put it back.
And I'm fine with it being a deception too, because I am kind of pseudo lying. I'm trying to get something out of the deal here. I'm being manipulative for sure.
Yeah, go ahead and make a deception roll.
That is a natural 20 for a total of 31.
God. Oh,
Thank you, Albert Rodeo.
let's go.
Natural
dude.
20.
Wow. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That was huge. That was so important.
Good little speech on Lumi's part, huh?
Oh, it's very
Oh,
good.
Very moving. Very persuasive.
So you rolled a natural 20 for a total of
31.
Okay, I'm going to see. Now, there is a very small chance. In fact, I believe statistically, there was only a 5% chance that
The best she can do is knock this down to a normal success, I think.
Menargle is going to... What Menargle is attempting to do, she's definitely going to address your success. But she's also wanting to counteract with something. So I just want to see. Basically, to outmaneuver you, she needs to roll a natural 20 to get a 32. Because she has a plus 12. I'm going to roll... Do I roll on screen or do I roll in the Albert Rodeo? Oh my word, it was almost a 19.
It coming up as a 19 there really made me pee my pants. That would have been so close.
Yeah, 19 would have made it obviously not a net 20, but it would have been a 31. So I think what the way Menargle takes this in is that she...
I'm definitely like trying to speak to the hearts of the goblins too, and like kind of like put a little bit of division there. Like, hey, wait, you're saying all these things about the goblins. They're hearing us, right? So putting that pressure on her.
I think that she's going to start off saying what she intended to say. And then I'll roll your success into this. Is because you just kept talking and talking and talking. And Menargle said nothing. And her first thing she says, looking at you, is, "See, my goblins, how the topsiders, if you let them go, they will just keep talking and talking and spilling words forth from their mouth. And if you listen carefully, you will hear the truth of what those words mean. Do you hear what this little scaled girl says? She recognizes our might and our prowess. She recognizes the fear that goblins strike in their enemies. She recognizes that we are unstoppable." And despite the fact that the Menargle was intending to hold back her goblins, you have successfully roused them, and they are eager to join you.
Oh, yes. Oh my god, you scared me. You scared me.
Me too.
You thought they were going to fight you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought,
You've stirred them up to battle.
I thought they were being a little quick to the draw. Yeah.
Attack the person closest to them.
No.
I thought the same.
Yeah. Oh.
Menargle had every intention of staying back. But the dice are telling a slightly different story. You've rolled a natural 20 and you're convincing of them. And you've riled them up. The goblins are... I think what I might do... So you've riled them up such that they're basically going to start slamming their weapons on the ground, like stomping them in a rhythm and chanting, and they basically are forming up, and they are going to go now ahead of you down into the lower level to take their home back. And what I would like to do... Are you immediately going to follow on their heels, or are you going to give them a moment to get ahead of you? What is your guys' intention?
I'm actually going to, like, as they, like, rally and, like, start, like, hutting out the door, Luma's going to, like, look back to Velynia, to Icselo, to Millie, being like, you know, like, did I do the right, like, did I do a good job?
Velynia is in awe, and she, like, looks at you, and she just, like, nods.
You know that nod from the meme?
Yeah. That
That's
one.
what
I'm like doing
Millie.
this. I'm like,
Perfect.
I'm just checking something real quick.
and exchanging glances of like, okay, what do we do now? Yeah, I'm fully wanting them to go hut.
Hut, hut.
So I just want to
Out the door on their own, and then follow them up afterwards. Yes,
that
they are
would
to be
be-
fodder, to be trampled on.
All right. So yeah, I think there's this sort of epic scene of these goblins chanting and making all this noise with their weapons, and Menargle rousing them, and several of the goblins take lead ahead, and at least 4 goblins form like a protective formation around Menargle as they all begin to head out. But I'm just going to check real quick. I want to see... What the hell is this? Okay. The goblins are going to... Alright, I'm not sure what to do here. So I'm going to roll a die. And if it's odd,
That's typically the best choice.
they're going to do the one thing. If it's even, they're going to do the other thing.
I don't know what I'm hoping for.
Okay.
Oh.
So they're all going to form up, and they are going to storm out towards the pit. There was a chance that they were going to do something different. But you can hear them as you watch, and I just imagine this like Game of Thrones style epic drum music as the goblins are chanting, "Goblins bound and goblins swing, goblins burn and goblins char, goblins slash and goblins scar."
Oh.
And then
my God.
Menargle
was
calls
awesome.
out, "Goblins chant and goblins sing." And then they pick it up again, "Goblins bound and goblins swing." And then
Holy shit.
you hear this band, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goblins head out ahead of you. And after only a few moments, you hear their echoing in the pit, and it sort of fades out as they get into the pit, leaving you all in this room with the burning, acrid scent of the ritual smoke, realizing that outside of this room is some fresh air. What, Millie?
I said, weren't we following them?
I think they got a little excited and just kind of didn't check.
That's
I mean-
why I want to end here, so that we can determine
Okay.
if you're going to follow immediately on their heels, or if you're going to let them kind of go in and...
I say we give them a minute. Like, let's...
And the reason is I need to figure out what happens to them when they enter the next level of the dungeon, because
That was an unexpected.
I was not
development,
expecting a rousing speech. I actually had something completely different planned. And
You know what they say about
as-
DM plans?
As Baron
DM
says,
plans never
sometimes
survive
the-
contact with the enemy.
Correct.
Sometimes the dice tell a story.
Yep. We'll see what the fate of Menargle and her Whistlefang goblins are, and if I ever reveal to you what their original plan was. But suffice it to say that if I had more than just this 3x5, I mean, really at this point, I can do this.
Yay! We made Jake tear something up.
It's more symbolic, but yes, there was a whole other plan involved, and Lumi's too charismatic for these.
Wow.
Well, not, specifically, Lumi's a really good liar.
Lumi, you know, she got the eyes.
Yep. Spatting them. Batting them.
So yeah, we'll go ahead and end here, and we will see next week. Kind of take this this week and talk amongst yourselves, figure out what your game plan is. If you're going, what I need to know is how long are you gonna how long are you gonna let them go? Give me a number in minutes for lead time.
Gotta
So
know
that,
this right now or later.
well, no, talk amongst yourselves, figure it out.
Oh, okay.
And let me know more than a day in advance.
Alright.
Because I'll need to figure out, I'd like to have figured out in advance what happened off screen, so I know what you're walking into when you go into the next level.
Yes.
So,
Good stuff.
with that, we're going to go ahead and jump back over here. Oh, I guess I can... Whoops. Wrong die there, or wrong number button there. Get rid of this D20 that's not blocking anybody's head, so nobody's complaining about it. Thank you to everybody who tuned in, hanging out in the chat, and watching what happens here and seeing how you just never know what's going to happen. I certainly didn't. Sorry, it's not like it's some big grand thing, but you did throw me off by that.
Yay.
So that's a good thing to have happen. I like being surprised. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for experiencing that alongside us. If you're like somebody that likes to lurk in the background, or maybe you are watching later on the VOD, know that we appreciate you and hope you enjoy our games as much as we enjoy playing them. And thank you, as always, to these absolutely incredible players who are amazing storytellers and role players, and great friends to have around the virtual game table here. So thank you, as always, to Vi, Tamiko, Cari, and Baron, without whom this would just be me talking to myself for a couple hours. With that, we're going to go ahead and end the stream the same way we end every stream. You can say it with me if you want.
Menargle.
Menargle's gonna